Hey, today is day 52. Day 52. God, I'm looking at my face and I'm like, oh my God, I have pumpkin face again. Big round cue ball head. So it's day 52 and I feel a lot better. I was sick a lot of the weekend, unfortunately, and I don't know what I had. Sorry, I just ate something, which is why I should have brushed my teeth before. I had to go to an event today with my boss, so I kind of like made sure to rally and get myself feeling better. Here's the deal though. I had not eaten much over the weekend, and then yesterday I got a little bit of appetite back, so I ate some potatoes, mashed potatoes. Turned out they had a lot of butter in them, and I don't know if it was the butter or the potatoes. Excuse me. But something gave me huge amount of bloat last night. A lot of gas, and just kind of wild, explosive gas. Oh my gosh. I always get this, whenever I get sick for like weeks after it. I have this weird thing where I have to clear my throat constantly. It's like something's in my throat. So I had that going on last night. It was a very uncomfortable night. A very, very uncomfortable night. I think I finally got to sleep around 3 a.m. 3 a.m. And then my alarm went off at 5 a.m. for my Russian class, which I had to prepare for, which starts at 6 a.m. So I had 2 hours of sleep. I was knocked out. And I knew I had this big event to attend with my boss, a really important thing I needed to be, firing on all cylinders for. So, I thought, okay, it's probably better if I can work from home so I don't have to worry about going in and having that commute and feeling weird about what I'm wearing, and also like how much gas is actually still happening in the morning. It had calmed down by noon, but I wasn't sure. But here's the thing. My boss and I were supposed to go to this event together. And so he had said, look, well, let's hop in an Uber together at 2:45 or whatever and go to this thing. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then yesterday, when that gas started, all I could think was, how is this going to be if I get in the car with him and this gas starts? Because that gas, when it comes, it's explosive. It like comes up out of me or the other way. Thankfully, fully odorless both ways, because if I eat something really garlicky, those belches will knock somebody out, myself included, too. This is totally odorless. There's really nothing in me but the potato, but they were loud and rude, and I knew I couldn't do them in front of people, and you can't not hold them in. You can't hold them in. They have to come out. Otherwise, it feels like your belly's going to burst open. So I thought, okay, do I have to cancel this event? Because the event was going to be not super close quarters, but in a closed space. And the car out there was going to be like 30 to 45 minutes in a car. There's no hiding if the gas happens. So because by noon it had kind of subsided, I decided I didn't cancel going to the event. It was really important that I go, so I went, but I canceled going in the car with him. And I basically said, look, I'll meet you there. I'm working from home today anyway, so you leave from the office at this time, I'll leave at this time, and I'll meet you at the location. So we had to go from Manhattan to Brooklyn. I said, I'll meet you there in Brooklyn. That's what having this balloon in my particular situation with the balloon does. It means I suddenly have to plan all these things that I never would have thought about having to plan. That's my reality. So I had to cancel doing something with my boss because I didn't know if I was going to be able to control the gas and we would be in an enclosed space. That sounds so crazy to me. It sounds so crazy, but that's the problem that I had. Excuse my face too, by the way. I promise you, I actually really did have on a decent face today, just a simple makeup face for, in a work event. But I didn't realize it was going to rain today, and it rained heavily, and we ended up getting stuck walking kind of a long distance in the rain in Brooklyn after the event, and just my face just washed away. So here I go, putting up another video looking scary. How do I feel? After around noon, when all of the bloating and the gas subsided, I felt fine. I ate, just to be careful, I ate just tomato, I ate a salad 2 times, tomato and cucumbers both times. I think the second time I put olives in it. When I got to the event, I was super conservative about eating at first. And then as the night went on and it was longer than I had planned, I started to eat a few things from the sort of hors d'oeuvre table, but they were vegan. One, I think, was maybe like a zucchini, like a vegetable fritter, I guess you can say, like a zucchini fritter or something like that. So I grabbed like maybe 2 of those I ate. Drank water and a Diet Coke there, and then and then afterwards my boss and I went for a drink, and I had a glass of wine. So I got on a scale at the beginning of the day, and I didn't like the number. I don't even want to say it because it's up from 212. At the end of the night, I just got home a few minutes ago. I got on the scale again, and it's again an ugly number. So I don't know. I made all those gains getting down under the teens, and now I'm back up in the teens. I'm not as high as I was, where I had plateaued for weeks and weeks and weeks, but sorry. Oh my gosh, I need to drink some tea or something to calm my throat down. But I'm going upwards and not downwards. And so this balloon, it's so crazy to me. It's crazy to me I'm not really losing weight. And it's even more psychologically devastating when you have lost weight and then it comes back. So I'm really kind of like, so that's kind of how I was feeling all day. But when I just got home just now, and I was looking for my PJs, it just hit me like, hang on. I haven't worked out in like 2 weeks. How about that? Like, maybe that'll have something to do with it. I had gotten really good about going to the virtual health website and doing at least one of the short workouts every day, certainly while I was working from home, and then getting a good walk in on the days I was going to work, either to work or back, taking a long route from the subway. But I think things got a little cold. I'm not really sure what happened, but I changed my routine and I stopped doing that little bit of fitness. And it was so little that I didn't think it mattered. But now I'm thinking, yeah, maybe that was that little bit of difference. Also, I'm wondering if like the pectin B12 shot is wearing off, and that's why. I don't know. I don't really want to go back and get another shot, but if that's the case, then I have to do it. The reason I don't want to go back isn't because of the shot, because she was actually very, very, very good with the shot. She was so gentle with it that I didn't know she had done the shot till it was over. But my lips are chapped. But she's a diet doctor. She's a diet doctor. So her first question is always, what weight did you lose? And I had, when I went there said on the form that she fills out, basically, what are your weight loss goals? What are you willing to work toward over this next month? And I said, I want to lose 15 to 20 pounds this month, in a month. Oh my gosh. But here we are 2 weeks later. And I am probably only like 4 or 5 pounds down from where I was when I got there, which is ridiculous. I'm just guessing here, maybe my becoming so sedentary over the last years and also my age, has slowed my metabolism down to 0. And so if I don't do something to create physical activity, heart rate racing, and definitely some weightlifting to strength training and cardio, if I don't do anything, it's like my body does nothing and it just hangs on to all the fat. So again, it's back on me. And when I lost that weight, it was when I was really focusing on it's me, I have to do the work. And because I don't know, maybe because these last couple of weeks I've been focusing on what can I eat that makes me feel good and not bad, what can I eat that makes my day go well, gently experimenting with different things. I maybe lost sight of like, oh, also, hey, like, it's you lose weight because of you don't lose weight because of the balloon. You lose weight because of the decisions that you're making around food. And I'm not making great decisions around food, quite obviously. And that is not just in the foods that I eat, but also in the foods I don't eat. Because I notice when I fast, I plateau or gain. My body, at least right now with my current metabolism, does not like fasting. My body, I lose weight when I'm eating several small meals a day. And I've heard that a million times from different people, but for some reason I always thought, well, if I starve, if I don't eat, it's better. Because if I just choose to not eat, I don't have to make all the painful decisions about portion size and, oh, this tastes good, but I have to stop, right? So I can just say I'm not going to eat. So weirdly, it seems like the more difficult thing to do, but actually the fasting is easier. Because it like removes me from the kitchen, removes me from having to make any choices. The danger zone is where you have to make choices. The danger zone is when something delicious is in front of you and I have to say, I'm only having 3 spoonfuls and then I'm going to stop. Even if it takes a while before I actually feel full from that. But I know logically I can't go past that. That's a lot harder than just not eating. So I really have to remember, I have to kind of refocus myself a little bit. Yes, I need to be trying things that help me enjoy this vegan diet, but I also have to be remembering how to work with the portions, how to work with eating enough every day, which means eating often enough every day, how to work with drinking enough every day, because I noticed that too. I'm worried now that, gosh, maybe I got down to 208 pounds because I just was totally dehydrated. And maybe when I actually drank a Gatorade the next day, that's why 5 pounds showed up all of a sudden. It was only just water weight anyway. I'm also trying to be somewhat gentle with myself again, because the nutritionist did say, let's not let the focus for this 30 days be on the number on the scale. Let's just take that focus off and not worry about the weight loss for now. Let's worry about the acclimation of the diet with the balloon. But it is impossible. It's impossible to not pay attention to the numbers on the scale. It's impossible to not get on the scale and look at that number. And it's very difficult to not feel a negative feeling failure, embarrassment, shame, when you see the number going up instead of down. Even just doing this recording now, I keep looking at myself and going, my cheeks had hollowed a little bit, and where did that go? I filled back up, and now my face shape is round again and not the oval that it naturally is without the padding. I'm getting sad and angry with myself again. Looking at the holidays coming up and going, wow, I got this balloon the end of September, and here I am almost to Thanksgiving and zero to show for it. I'm embarrassed. At this point, I'm actually glad I never told anybody about the balloon. Besides the 2 people in my world who know, I'm glad I didn't tell anybody else, because quite frankly, they'd be looking at me right now going, where is it? But what happened? It's a shame. It's a shame. And I feel embarrassed and ashamed. And it's getting hard to do, these videos. On days like this, it's hard to do a video and say, hey, with a smile, I gained weight. Hey, with a smile, I cheated again today. Hey, with a smile, I ate something fried today, when obviously I'm not losing. Hey, with a smile, I didn't work out again today. I also feel the pressure of the clock ticking. The first month, it doesn't feel as real. It feels like you have so much more time. But realizing now this is the second month, I'm going, oh, this is day 53. Sorry, 52. This is day 52. In 8 days, in just a week and 1 day, it will be 2 months with this. And I didn't do a damn thing. So that's rough. I wish I had the experiences that other people with this balloon had. Just weight flying off. It appears that I'm stuck with myself and my extremely low metabolism that I created, my terrible discipline that is my own fault, and my negative attitude that I can control, where if I get sad or upset or dissatisfied with the numbers, rather than letting that push me on to do better, I choose the opposite. I probably cheat more when the numbers are bad than when the numbers are good. That's the truth. I can't explain it. When the numbers are bad, I just feel like, then what's the point? What am I doing the work? Why am I suffering days where I have to be in isolation because my body is so gaseous? Why am I suffering that why don't I just eat what I want? Eat the chips, eat the candy, eat a slice of pizza, eat bread, eat rice, eat pasta. Anyway, all right, this took a negative turn. This is day 52. No good news, except I'm feeling better, but for what? Feeling better to see the lack of progress. I'll try to, before I go to bed tonight, just do kind of like an open meditation on just getting active again, and then try to follow through tomorrow and do what I need to do. There's a gym right here. I have no excuse. So there it is.